89.1 FM, streaming live 24/7 at ames.edu/radio, Ames Student Radio, the way radio should be. Hello everybody, this is the Metal Corner with Anna Marie. How's it going? It's kind of a gross and gloomy day, and I'm pretty sure everyone's kind of feeling gloomy and gross and not super happy, because I know I woke up that way. I looked out the window, it's just like, really? Why? Like, I don't remember the forecast saying it was supposed to be gross and cold and terrible outside. But it is. But in light of that, we're going to try and have a fun show so we can make everyone's day better despite the weather being disgusting. So stick around. We have 21 Pilots and Breaking Benjamin for you on Ames Student Radio, the way radio should be. Ames Student Radio, the way radio should be. That was It's Not You by Hailstorm. This is the Metal Corner with Anna Marie, and because I can't make up my mind, I'm not going to be talking about music right now. My top 10 list I have for you, that was really backwards, but I have my top 10 list, and my top 10 list is movies that I'm excited for this year. I think there's only one movie, or is it, no, yeah, there's only one movie on my list that is already out. Well, actually, technically two, I guess, but it's like movies that I'm excited for to come out in the next, like, this year that I've heard of, that are coming out. And I just figured I would talk about them because I can, I guess. Because that's my job. I don't know. I don't know what you want me to tell you. But I do have an honorable mention that I forgot about for 5 seconds because I'm not very smart. So this one is already out, and I'm really excited about it. So my honorable mention is XXX Return of Xander Cage. So if you don't know about this movie, it has Vin Diesel in it, and Vin Diesel is one of my absolute favorite actors ever because he's wonderful in everything he does. But this movie's already out. It came out, where does it say? I can't find it. I'm not very smart. I can't find it. But it's already out. It's about Xander Cage is left for dead after an incident, though he secretly returns to action for a new tough assignment with his handler, Augustus Gibbons. I don't think it's a very good description. But if you didn't see the first one, Xander Cage is like the celebrity, like, sports guy, and he, like, becomes an agent to help, like, I think the FBI or something, I don't remember. But it's really funny and really cool. It's a different kind of role for Vin Diesel. It's not so dark. It's, like, more funny. But it's awesome. It has Ruby Rose in it, and I know a lot of people like her, so you should see it. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm excited to see it because I like Vin Diesel a lot. So, that was my honorable mention. Starting at number 10 for the movies I'm excited for this year is Kong Skull Island. A lot of, like, 90% of the movies on here, which almost all of them, actually all of them, are more like action or sci-fi movies because that's the only movies I really care about because I find them entertaining. But the first one is Kong Skull Island. So it's like about King Kong. The description on IMDb, I had to say that really slowly because I get the D and the B confused. It says that it is about a team of explorers and soldiers travel to an uncharted island in the Pacific. I can't talk. In the Pacific, gosh. Unaware that they are crossing into the domain of monsters, including the mythic Kong, or I guess King Kong would be easier to say. So there's a few people in the cast that I know who they are. Brie Larson, I don't know who that is. Tom Hiddleston, Samuel L. Jackson, Toby Kendall, and then John Goodman and a bunch of other people. I'm excited because I think I saw the last Kong, and I like sci-fi movies, and from what I've heard for the last year of them making it is that Kong is supposed to be like Gigantosaurus and huge, and there's going to be a lot of cool organisms in this movie, so I'm kind of excited for that one because it sounds really entertaining. My number 9 of the movies I am excited for this year is World War Z number 2. So what's ironic with this one is, there's actually two ironic things about this. One, World War Z, the first one was about, like, an apocalyptic, like, zombie thing. Like, people got infected with, like, this weird virus and made them, like, really creepy zombie things, which is funny because I really don't like the concept of zombies. I think it's overdone and overused, but this was kind of before it got really overdone. So I'm excited for this movie, which is also really funny because I never saw the ending of the first World War Z, so hopefully I'll see the end of that. But the second one, it doesn't say what the plot is about, and the only cast that is said that already be in it is Brad Pitt, which makes sense because he was in the first one. So I'm excited for that one because I liked the first one. I thought it was really cool and I liked the story. Let's see. My number 8. This one's already out, but it came out, like, really early this year. And I'm kind of excited about it. I know a lot of people don't really like it because of what it's about, but it just looks really entertaining. And I'm like all about like the thriller movies. Those are awesome. So this movie's called Split. It's already out. Let's see. It says 3 girls are kidnapped by a man with diagnosed 23 distinct personalities and must try to escape before the apparent emergence of the frightful new 24th. I know a lot of people don't like it because of the portrayal of the like multiple personalities disorder, which I know it's not. I don't think that's what it's called anymore. But I just want to see it because it's like the storyline sounds really cool. Let's see, some like cast: James McAvoy, I don't know how to say that, so if I said it wrong, you can yell at me later. Sebastian Arquelis, and a bunch of names I don't know how to say, so there's that. Nobody I really recognize, though, from anything else. But I'm excited for that one because I like this sort. It just sounds good, and I love thrillers, so it sounds interesting to me. My number 7 is Independence Day number 3, which is also ironic because I never saw the second one. But the first Independence Day is one of my favorite movies ever. It's an awesome movie. If you don't know what like the first movie is about like this alien invasion and like human life as we know it was about to be doomed. But then Jeff Goldblum's character comes in and saves the day. He's also one of my other favorite actors ever. But he's in the second one as well. It doesn't say who's in this third one. It says it's supposed to come out in 2018, but it says in 2 different places. One place says it'll come out 2018. One place says July 27th of this year. I don't know. It's confusing. But we'll see. But I'm kind of excited because I haven't seen the second one, but I liked the first one a lot, so I'm really excited to see how it goes. And then lastly, my number 6, I will tell you the rest later. My number 6 is The Dark Tower, which is going to come out 28th of July. So it's based off of the Stephen King book called The Dark Tower. And I love Stephen King. He's a wonderful writer. So I'm assuming this movie's going to be amazing. So it says it's about the gunslinger Roland Deschain roams in an Old West-like landscape where the world has moved on in pursuit of the man in black, also searching for the fabled Dark Tower in the hopes that reaching it will preserve his dying world. That sounds really awesome because it sounds like apocalyptic, but not like cheesy in a way, you know? Because I don't really like apocalyptic stories anymore because they're all like the same. They're annoying. But there's a handful of really famous people on here. Matthew McConaughey. I'm going to say this wrong. Idris Elba. Catherine Winnick, and a bunch of other people. So I'm really excited for this one because I love Stephen King and I think the storyline's going to be awesome. So if you want to hear the next 5 of my top 10 lists of movies that I'm excited for this year, then stick around. If you don't want to hear me talk, then you don't have to listen to me anymore. So coming up next, we have Ozzy Osbourne and Silver Sun Pickups. I don't know what that song is, but we're going to try it. So stick around on AIM Student Radio, the way radio should be. 89.1 FM, streaming live 24/7 at ames.edu/radio, AIMS Student Radio, the way radio should be. This is Anna Marie with the Metal Corner. I said that backwards, but we're going to run with it anyway. So that was Monster by Skillet. So let me give you my word of the day real quick. So again, it's not a word of the day today because I can't make up a word because I'm not very bright. But I thought of this yesterday, and I've been meaning to talk about it because it's a hilarious story that some of you may relate to. It's making fun of my sister, and she doesn't listen anyway, so I'm going to make fun of her anyway. So my word of the day / phrase of the day is road trip. So everyone, I think almost everyone, has gone on a road trip at one point or another, somewhere far or somewhere close. So a couple of years ago, me and my mom and my 2 sisters took a road trip to California. We just decided to drive because it would be fine and be cool that way. And it was actually really cool because we stopped in Vegas for a week and then we went to California for a week. So that was really fun. So we were going through the mountains, so only a couple hours into our drive. And both my sisters get fairly carsick, especially my twin sister, Emma. She gets really carsick. So we were going through the mountains. And my mom's looking at her, she's like, Emma's like all pale and stuff, and my mom's like, are you okay? And my sister's like, no, I'm okay. And like my mom keeps asking her, she's like, are you okay? Are you okay? I know you get carsick. And my sister's like, no, I'm fine. And she's sitting up in the front, which helps, but she still gets really carsick. So I think we eventually stopped because my mom knows better. She knows my sister is not fine. And we stopped just in time because just as my mom was asking my sister if she was okay, Emma was like, "Oh, I'm okay," and then pukes all over outside because we finally pulled over. It was just really funny. She's like, "I'm fine," but she wasn't fine. She like puked everywhere, and it was hilarious because she just like pretended she was fine. We were all teasing her. It's like, "Well, what if you threw up in the car? We would have to drive all the way there and back with that in the car. That'd be awful." And she's like, "Oh, but I was fine, and it would have ruined everyone's trip." So it was hilarious. So that's my word/phrase of the day. I guess it's road trip. I'll get you guys back to the music coming up next. We have Pennywise, and then I will have the rest of my top 10 list for you. So stick around on AIM Student Radio, the way radio should be. AIM Student Radio, the way radio should be. That was started by Ben Pugh? I don't know how to say it, but it's one of the local bands we have on the station. So this is the Metal Corner with Anna Marie, and I'm going to continue my top 10 list for you. And my top 10 list, if you weren't listening earlier, was my movies that I'm excited for 2017. I'll if I can figure out how to talk. I will refresh you on what the bottom 5 were, because I already did those. So my number 10 was Kong Skull Island. Number 9, World War Z 2. It's a little bit confusing. Number 8, I can't read, Split. Number 7, Independence Day 3. And number 6 was The Dark Tower. So it brings us to my number 5 of the movies I'm excited for 2017, which is this year, if you didn't know that. So number 5 is War for the Planet of the Apes. So it follows with the rest of the Planet of the Apes, more recent movies. So I guess this movie is about a nation of genetically evolved apes led by Caesar, which has been in the past 2 movies, becomes embroiled in battle with an army of humans. So it sounds like, and it's kind of like it sounds like the last one where they're going to be like doing a fight thing, like the humans want to go up against the apes, and they probably will fail again, I'm assuming, because they usually do. I like the last 2 movies. I think they're really good, so I'm really excited for this one. It says it's going to come out on July 14th, so that's going to be exciting. A lot of these movies come out in the summer, so it's going to be a seriously good movie summer, I guess. I don't know how to talk. Some of the people that are in the movie is Sarah Canning, Woody Harrelson, he's awesome, Judy Greer, Andy Serkis? I don't know how to say that. Let me see if there's another person on this list that I know. Nope. But there's a bunch of people in this movie. Oh, wait. Here's a storyline. In War of the Planet of the Apes, the 3rd chapter of the critically acclaimed blockbuster franchise, Caesar and his apes are forced into a deadly conflict with an army of humans led by the ruthless Colonel. Or I think it's how you say that. After the apes suffer unimaginable losses, Caesar wrestles with his darker instincts and begins with his own mystic quest to avenge his kind. As the journey finally brings them face to face, Caesar and the Colonel are pitted against each other in an epic battle that will determine the fate of both their species and the future of the planet. That sounds awesome. I hope the apes win, just because I like the theme of the movie. Yeah, but that's coming out soon, so that's gonna be awesome. This one's on my list. Okay, so my number 4 is Die Hard, Year 1. So I'm a huge Die Hard fan. I think there's only a handful of them I haven't seen. I don't remember. But I love Die Hard because it has Bruce Willis in it, which is my other favorite actor ever, along with Vin Diesel. So it says, it doesn't have a synopsis for it right now, but it says it's going to come out. I just saw it. Where did I see it? It's going to come out November 23rd, so it's going to be a while. But supposedly Bruce Willis will be in it again, which I assume he would have to be in it, because who would go see it if he's not in it? So I'm assuming he'll be in it, but it doesn't say anything about what it's about yet. But it's going to follow the franchise of Die Hard. I heard somewhere else that it's going to be the last movie of the Die Hard series, so hopefully it's good. Number 3 is Alien Covenant, which is awesome because I love Alien. I think there's only one Alien movie I haven't seen, but I love Alien. I'm really excited. The Alien Covenant, I believe follows the movie Prometheus, which came out years ago, I think like 5 years ago. But it says Alien Covenant is about the crew of the colony ship Covenant bound oh my gosh, I cannot talk today. Bound for a remote planet on the far side of the galaxy, discover what they think is an uncharted paradise, but is actually a dark, dangerous world. When they uncover a threat beyond their imagination, they must attempt a harrowing escape. That sounds awesome because, aliens gonna come out and be like, I'm gonna eat you all, and then everyone dies, I'm assuming, because that's how everything else goes, and that's how it's a good movie. The storyline to go off of that, it says bound for remote planet, blah, blah, blah. It says the same thing. That's really annoying. Oh, wait, and there's another one. It's actually a dangerous world whose sole inhabitant is the synthetic David, survivor of the doomed Prometheus expedition. So if you don't remember from Prometheus at the end, the synthetic person, dude David, and then another lady had survived all the carnage, but I'm assuming she had died since then. It says for some cast, there's Michael Fassbender, James Franco, Catherine Watterson, Naomi Rapace, and Guy Pearce, and a bunch of other people, including Danny McBride. So that I'm really excited because I love Alien and it's awesome. And it follows Prometheus, which is an amazing movie, and if you didn't like it, then you need to go watch it again because it's awesome. That brings me to my number 2 favorite movie that's coming out this year is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. So I love the first movie. It's one of my favorite movies ever. So I'm really excited for this movie. It's supposed to just follow the first movie, and we're going to learn more about Peter Quill and who his parents are, because we don't know who his dad is. So that'll be really exciting. So obviously Chris Pratt is going to be in it again, and he's awesome in the last movie. Vin Diesel, Chris Sullivan, Karen Gillan, and a bunch of other people that I could read off names for. Oh, Sylvester Stallone apparently is in it. Bradley Cooper is the voice of Rocket, which just makes my day. And then, yeah, so it says, let's see, is there more of a storyline? Old foes become new allies, and fan-favorite characters from the classic comics will come to our hero's aid as the Marvel cinematic universe continues to expand. I'm not a huge Marvel person or superhero movie fan, but this is one of my favorite movies, superhero movies ever. I'm so excited for this movie, though, seriously. It says it's going to come out May 5th, so it'll be this summer, so that'll be awesome. And then that brings me to my number 1 favorite movie I'm excited for this year. So obviously if Guardians of the Galaxy is not on the top of my list, then this has to be much better. So my number 1 is It. So it's going to be a remake of the original It, which came out 1960, I believe. If you don't know, It originally was based off a book written by Stephen King, which I've already said that Stephen King's one of the best writers ever. I have not read the book, but I saw the first movie, and I love that movie. It's so creepy and so amazing. Just the idea of it is awesome. But if you don't know what the movie is about, I will let you know. Because the new movie's just a remake, essentially. But hopefully it's going to be even better. So the synopsis is, when children begin to disappear in the town of Derry, Maine, a group of young kids is faced with their biggest fears as they square off against an evil clown named Pennywise, whose history of murder and violence dates back for centuries. So I'm really excited for this movie because I love it. I have yet to read the book yet because I haven't found a place to buy the book. I guess I could look online. That's what an intelligent person would do, but I have not. It says it's going to come out September 8th, which I would hope it comes out sooner because I want to see it so badly. It says Bill Skarsgård, I'm assuming from Hemlock Grove, if you know what that is, will be it, so that'll be awesome. Or Pennywise, if you want to call it Pennywise. Oh, one of the kids from Stranger Things is going to be in the movie. His name is Finn Wolfhard. I've never seen Stranger Things, so I don't know who that is or whatever. But he will be one of the kids in the movie, so that'll be awesome. Let's see, what else does it say? Who else is in here? Looks like that's it for this website. This website just has a bunch of pictures and stuff. If you want to know what Pennywise looks like in the new It movie, you should Google it because he's going to be really creepy. Perfectly creepy. Oh, wait. There's a picture of the kids that are in it, but it doesn't say what their names are. It has that kid from Stranger Things, and I don't know what the rest of the kids are because they're kids, and they're obviously not famous. But I'm super excited for the movie because it's going to be creepy and scary and awesome. So it's going to be great. So if you want to further fear of clowns, go see that when it comes out on September 8th. So I'm pretty much done talking about that right now because I've talked for ever, and I'm sure you don't want to hear my voice anymore. So I'll get you guys back to music. We have Five Finger Death Punch and Godsmack coming up for you, and 21 Pilots again. So stick around. I will have my song of the day coming up for you soon, and I will have another hilarious story for you. So stick around on AM Student Radio, the way radio should be. 89.1 FM, streaming live 24/7 at ames.edu/radio. Ames Student Radio, the way radio should be. That was Heathens by 21 Pilots. Coming up next, I'll have some weather and Ames news for you. And come after that, then I will have my song of the day. No, after that, sorry, I'm getting confused because I changed my format. And then after that, I will have a really funny story for you, which is hilarious, so stick around. Coming up next, we have Godsmack and Starset for you on Ames Student Radio, the way radio should be.
Get back!
Ames Student Radio, the way radio should be. So I lied. I'm not doing anything. I'm going to go home because the campus is closed, if you didn't know that. So I'm going to go home and not die in the snow or ice or whatever. So I will see you guys on Monday. So have a safe day. Get home safely. All that jazz. I'll see you later. Ames Student Radio, the way radio should be.